don't even know what you talking about. Because you just, like, he said, fuck what you talking about, and then you make the jump to Derek, whatever his name is. It's like, I got it. But it's like, if nobody ever heard that drop, like, it just would have seemed random as hell. He's lost.
Sure.
Never mind.
No, I get what you're saying.
Because you do that sometimes. Like, we'll be talking about something, and it's like something that...
Like inside
jokes.
jokes.
Your brain, like, skips, like, 4 steps ahead.
It always does.
And we'll be like, where the fuck did that come from?
That's why we always look at you like...
That's why I try to connect the dots, but it takes too long to connect the dots, because my brain just goes right there.
That's just Tim saying he gets a check.
But if I told you right there went to Will Smith, could you see how I connected those dots?
That what?
Because the went to Wild Wild West, and Wild Wild West went to Will Smith.
Dog, if you do not, that's
that's how my brain works.
That's
like dead ass. That's how my brain works. You may call it a reach. I call it reality. My shit skips all over the damn place. Like, I can relate a lot of shit to nothing.
Yeah, that was. I don't know what you was.
It's wild. It's random as shit.
We can't even do the Florida Man challenge because when you Google the Florida Man, your name, it's just articles about the Florida Man challenge.
Damn.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, I got you. I can look him up. So the Florida Man challenge was this random
internet meme.
Yeah, like people were like, we always talk about Florida Man. It's an episode of Atlanta. Florida Man. So the challenge was to Google your birthday with Florida Man and see what the crazy headline was. What's your birthday? Tim, when's your birthday for the people?
December.
Come on, dog.
December what?
Bell, please.
14th. December 14th.
December 14th. Florida man wife finds strange Florida woman asleep in husband's clothes.
Husband's clothes? What the fuck? You was playing guess what color they are.
It's Florida, so
it's Florida.
Know.
They all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Eric?
August 20th.
Oh, I don't see yours here. I see 23rd and the 10th in this article.
Pick the funnier one.
August 10th. Florida woman crashes car into tree, jumps in river, takes off clothes.
What?
That was disappointing.
Yeah.
It was either that or woman accused of murdering and dismembering her boyfriend.
That was a little bit better. A little bit more exciting.
Hey, I was trying for you guys, but you bought that on yourself. Ken?
February 16th.
They don't have you either. So the closest one to your birthday. Florida man drunk, clothless, Florida woman charged with child neglect.
Damn. They was together?
They drunk, fucked up together. She got charged with child neglect.
And mine was Florida man sues
James
Cameron.
They took them kids to a whole nother level.
Claims Titanic movie based on his life.
Okay.
Makes no sense whatsoever.
No.
Florida.
Hey, shout out to all our Florida listeners.
I know 2 Florida listeners. One. Two. One. We're
gonna start the
show. He cool
though.
He's my guy.
Okay.
And he be on that crazy Florida shit too.
Okay. We're gonna start the show. Because welcome to episode 95 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
It's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. How y'all doing this week?
Oh, that's all I get? Okay. I am the Eric J.
Only known as
the Eric J.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy, K. Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
But better known as K. Diddy.
Take that.
Jabroni. Oh, I did want to say that I located Ash Ketchum's Pokemon gym over the week. It's a place called Vixen's Gentleman Club. Their sign said rare Pokemon in VIP room, ass clappetus. Like, that's only Tim.
And that's Tim turning his head backwards ASAP.
To the back with the peace sign.
Social media, Tim.
Oh, okay.
You can be DJ Ass Clappertus this week.
DJ Ass Clappertus. No.
Clappertus.
To find out that information, you have to go on the internet. And on the internet, you can find www.technicalfile.com, where you can find our other social media links to our Facebook page, which is Facebook page. I'm sorry, I was interrupted. Our Facebook page is Technical File Podcast.
He do be trying.
You can also link to our Facebook podcast overtime group.
What?
Technical File.
Boy, you crashing and burning this
Dog,
week.
y'all interrupting me.
You
Y'all threw off my flow.
You want to start
You
over?
guys just let me go.
Do you want to start over?
Can't give him a rewind.
All right. www.technicalfile.com. Don't forget to put the K on that motherfucker. You can also find us on Facebook at Technical File Podcast, or you can also go to our Technical File Pod Overtime group, where you can interact with other fans and listeners of the show. We're also on Instagram and the Twitter at Technical File.
There you go.
And there you have it.
TECK.
Don't forget to
NICAL.
put the K on that motherfucker.
Ken?
Do it. But like I say every week, we don't grow without you guys, man. So if you want this amazing Technical File family to grow, we don't grow without you guys. All right. So share it to a friend, coworker, pastor, teacher,
You know what?
grandmother.
The pastors may try to join our church. We ain't got room.
Well, it's too much
Wow.
ass
We
clappertus in
ain't
here.
got room. I'm the only bishop around here. He's the only deacon. All offerings, including the chicks.
Yes.
The chicks.
I'm the hand layer of the cheeks.
He is the handler. He blesses them.
Handles the cheeks.
Okay.
He blesses them.
Oh, also, we are on the new Himalaya podcast app. Also, Apple, was it Apple Podcast? Mm-hmm. Google Play Store,
Spotify.
SoundCloud.
iHeart.
Anywhere you can find podcasts, you can find us. So if somebody sent you this episode, just
Look
You
us
know
up
where
on
to-
your
Hey,
favorite
pay it
platform.
forward. I paid for somebody's lunch the other day.
You know what,
I
Tim?
was
We
like,
don't
so you
have
should
the
pay it
time.
forward. Pay it forward. Like somebody put you on us, pay it forward, put somebody else on us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
Last week's this or that, it was opening day.
Everybody's just waiting for you to say something.
Last week,
And
Thursday,
it was some noteworthy stuff too. It was fine.
I see the disappointment in your face. That's why it's funny.
Couldn't even let a brother finish.
pause.
Oh, you guys gonna leave me hanging?
The bluest of the balls. Womp womp.
Can we name the episode that? Is that inappropriate?
Bluest of the balls. Might as well.
Can we say the bluest?
The bluest. The bluest of the balls.
That's wild.
This or that. This or that.
This or that last week. Because it was opening day. It was Thursday, in Milwaukee. Brewers baseball means it's tailgating season.
Indeed.
So the question was, which food item is better at tailgates, brats or hot dogs? And brats won in a landslide just like they should have.
Exactly. It's all about broad
I go with the hot dogs.
Why?
I like hot dogs.
Oh, that damn near another drop.
Dang, man.
That's damn near.
Can't even talk about food in peace, bro. You motherfuckers are unruly. Y'all irritating.
I don't mind a wiener or two.
So childish. Let's just get into the topic discussion.
And leading off, balls and wieners. That's the name.
Frank
Wieners?
and Beans.
Ballpark Franks. Do they still make Ballpark Franks?
Yes,
They do. Those are
Wasn't that
Some
Jordan? Did
disgusting-
Jordan endorse them?
Some disgusting hot dogs.
I fuck with her.
They're
They
disgusting.
pump when you cook them. Look at
That sounds vaguely just
Yeah.
What's the slogan?
Yeah.
Hell no.
They always say like the basis of like marketing is selling sex.
Oh,
so like
shit.
it
That's
makes sense.
funny, dog.
All right.
Jordan biting the shit out that motherfucker.
It's plump.
Is that your goat? That's your
All right.
You ain't got no goddamn sense.
He
Shut
ain't
your
got
ass
no
up,
sense.
Ken.
No sense.
We gotta keep rolling.
Let's get into the topic discussion.
Hell no.
Yeah. So we have finally reached the Final Four. The teams are Virginia, Texas Tech, Michigan State, and Auburn, which is a letdown of a damn Final Four. I'll tell you that much.
Although, as I was watching Auburn play, I really did want them to keep winning.
They good.
I liked watching them
Well, like
play.
their star player got hurt in the Sweet 16 game.
Mm-hmm. But they balled out the next round.
Yeah, Chuma Okike.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? Okiki? I don't know. Whatever.
No, look, dude be hooping.
Bryce Brown.
Yeah.
The dude who's your size. I was literally on FaceTime with y'all, like, he's going to be 10th favorite player on this team. And here we are.
But he was hooping. Like, he was balling. He's getting his shit off.
Who'd they beat?
You all right?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You held your heart, too? I was like, whoa, what's happening?
Was it Duke? No, Michigan State beat Duke.
Mm-hmm. So North Carolina?
Yes.
Okay. No big loss there. But no, like, yeah, like none of these teams really.
I had picked Virginia to win on my bracket that I didn't save.
I
even told the lady at work, too. She was like, hey, who should I pick? I was like, don't pick Duke. I was like, because I don't trust Duke. I was like, North Carolina can't beat Duke. I was like, so I won't pick North Carolina either. I was like, so I'll pick Virginia. Yes, they beat them without Zion. I don't count that shit. With Zion, they smacked him. North Carolina can't beat Duke.
Well, I mean, the only way that they would have played each other is in the national championship.
I'm just saying.
It cancels out your argument.
I wouldn't pick neither one of them. They canceled each other. That canceled them out, so I allowed to pick Virginia. I think Virginia has the best shot at winning the title.
First of all, I'm giving you a bell for that because that makes no sense. But
I had them picked. And guess what? I'd have been in this bitch.
It looks like nobody in our pool has a champion.
yeah, so our pool is
Selected.
basically done.
Yep.
That's wild. I'd
So
still
Ken
been
won?
in it.
So, Evil Hamster, ENT won.
What was that?
Not you. That's what it is.
Exactly. That's what the fucking problem is.
You and Serial Sensei tied at 2.
Okay.
How many points back?
They're 20 points back.
No. Shit.
Well, Evil Hamster,
Whoever you are.
contact us to claim your T-shirt,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
which we do have now in stock. So if you want to purchase your new Technical File T-shirt, just also reach out to us.
It's
How
a
can we
dub.
purchase your jacket, though? Your jacket dope.
You can't. It's a custom jacket.
It is.
Did I finish last amongst the hosts? Nope, Eric did. I barely missed that one, given how far I had Marquette going. But
Well,
we're not gonna
actually,
talk about
Tim
that.
came in last place because he didn't submit a bracket. So.
No, I was never in the
Zero.
contest to begin with, so I don't.
Well, I got more points than you.
That's true. Though.
I didn't even try to play.
You got 0 points.
I didn't even
0
try to
points.
play. You can't put me in the game I won in.
You tried to get in it, but it's your fault you went in it.
Okay, so you can't count me in it.
You lose by default.
You can't count me in
You're
it.
one of the hosts. You're supposed to be in
Nope.
it. So if you ain't in it,
Nope.
you caught
You
an
can't
L.
count me in it.
Just take this L and be happy.
But that is interesting that Virginia made it to the final. It's the only number one seed to make it to the Final Four a year after they were the first number one seed to get upset in the first round.
Yeah. Way to come back around. I know Malcolm Brogdon somewhere happy.
Anywho, the women's Final Four is also set. So UConn, Baylor, Oregon, and the reigning national champions Notre Dame are the last 4 alive in the women's bracket.
UConn been to 12 straight Final
12
Fours.
straight. That's ridiculous.
12.
There are middle schoolers that have only known UConn's women's basketball team to be in the Final Four.
Yep.
That's it. That's wild.
Wow.
That is crazy.
That's a long time.
Shit, what was I doing 12 years ago?
When they going undefeated for a minute, too?
18.
Yeah.
Well, you 19.
12 years ago? Wow, that's a long time ago.
Real
18 was
long
a long
Real long time ago. Yeah.
18 will blur. That's what that is.
This is baseball season for me right now, so I'd have been in the middle of my varsity season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, The Undefeated had an article titled Black Men Do Cry in the NCAA Tournament. And since we just got done talking about the Final Four and everything like that, I definitely wanted to put some spotlight on this article because what it was talking about was the fact that it seems like the only acceptable place for black men to show emotion is on the college basketball court in particular. Because NBA players get paid, so they aren't going to be crying after they lose in Cleveland one random night.
Unless you're Chris Bosh and then everybody clowns you for crying.
Which, part of the larger discussion, like, what do y'all think, like, as black men in particular, about, like, the rules of masculinity? Like, that you have to be hard in that way all the time.
when it comes to masking, like, emotion, particularly any signs of weakness or anything, it's an interesting discussion when it comes to specifically for black men, because of the fact that we have to be, any and everything has to be 10 times better, tougher, harder, faster, stronger, smarter, whatever. And so we have to be just as tough or tougher than anybody else to be able to bear the bullshit that we deal with on a regular basis anyways. So being able to show emotion it's kind of like negated for the most part. You really can't, in order for you to be able to succeed.
You can't show emotion.
You can't be as emotional as, somebody else who may be more in a fortunate, like a lot of us are in unfortunate situations. It is what it is. And those who don't, they find a way to try to get through their shit. But for the most part, we have to be able to mask our bullshit in order to deal with everybody else's shit. So there isn't any room per se for me to be emotional or to cry or to be sad and shit like that, or to just kind of like wallow in my own despair, because we, in essence, don't have time.
Wow. I wouldn't have never have put it in a way like that. I was thinking more so of it in the sense of like how your upbringing. Like, yeah. I have male friends who were like, whenever I cried, my dad would hit me and be like, "Stop, we don't do that." Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I was like, wow, like that's the complete opposite of how, girls, we're like, it's like, okay, get it out. How do you feel? We talk. Yeah. Even with female relationships, like Barack Obama made a comment about it at that summit with Steph Curry. Like, my wife's friends will come over and they're crying with each other and they're talking and they're like bonding in this way. And my male friends come over for a couple hours and we're barely talking. We watching something or if we are talking, we're not talking about anything of
great depth.
Yeah, like yeah. He's like, they have already cried 3 times and had had a whole like come to Jesus moment, and we're sitting here talking about someone's socks or whatever it is. Yeah. But it doesn't feel fair to me that y'all can't show emotion without being weak. Mm-hmm. That's the only way. It feels unfair because I feel like the burden on a black man's shoulder is just like, it's heavy.
Yeah, definitely.
So when do you take care of your own self?
I feel like, just like you said, everything, it starts with programming, like at a young age. Like you just said, like your dad will hit you if you crying and be like, oh, you soft, you weak. But then you grow up and you become an adult and you went through all this stuff like your entire life and you have to just bottle it in and bottle it in. Like sooner or later, you got to let it out.
Right.
So in what form are you going to let it out? Like that's why a lot of, you grow up and then you just become this angry black man. Like you angry at the world because you got all this stuff bottled up and you can't cry. But a good cry is always good. I feel like everybody needs a good cry.
So are you at the age where you are comfortable with crying?
Yeah, I am. I definitely am. Especially because you go crazy, dude, trying to just leave everything in. You don't need to be hard all the time. Like life is hard as shit. Like you go through shit, all of that. Like life is too hard for you to just try to play hard. Like fuck, it's okay, cry.
Yeah,
you could be a better person with that.
Mentally disabling yourself to be able to show that emotion. Like we've been taught that and been groomed that our entire life, and now all of a sudden when we get older, is oh hey, turn that off. Now you can show emotion. Now you can be weak and you can be vulnerable. Like that's not an easy switch to turn off.
Why are you showing emotion weak?
Put it like this: even with the opposite sex, if you are a guy who looks like you can't, a lot of women love security. If you look like a guy you can't protect a woman, you're looked at as weak. If you're a guy that shows a lot of emotion for a lot of women, you are weak. You don't show, you're not safe. So therefore, you can't even get a woman if you show emotion. It's a fucked up conundrum. It truly is.
And then you get with the woman and
she wants you to show emotion and you can't.
But I think that's when you grow up and you find a wife and you have kids and all this stuff.
Easier said than done.
No, I'm saying I understand, but then that's where you should have your safe haven. Like if you can't be like 100 with nobody, you should be able to just go to your spouse and be like, yo, like it's too much for me to take. You should be able to show your emotions at least with that one person. If you couldn't do it with anybody else growing up, I feel like.
I get it, but
and then having kids too. Like the cycle. Like if your dad beat you and all this stuff your entire life, you don't want to do that to your son. You want to be a better father than your father was to you. And I feel like that's you have to own it yourself to be able to break that cycle. There's no way I'm going to raise my son and I'm going to have him terrified of me because I'm going to hit him or because he feels some type of way. Like, I'm not going to do that. And I'm not saying I was brought up like that or whatever. I was brought up in the super loving and all that shit. That's why I'm like, no, real talk.
Disclaimer.
Like, yeah. But no, like, I'm an emotional person. I didn't realize I was an emotional person until I got older. And like, my wife seen me cry multiple times just because when I'm passionate about something or, anything, like, you just get frustrated. You just need a good cry and shit.
So, like, I'm just listening to the conversation, but I think that it's interesting that what we focus on when we think of being emotional is sadness or crying, because anger is also an emotion, jealousy is an emotion, and men show that a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's really just the way that, like, the emotions that are quote unquote acceptable for men and the way that they are released. Because I think that, as messed up as it is, like, it's more understandable if a man loses his temper and lashes out physically, as opposed to a guy that just can't control, like, his sadness emotions and cries about it, which is honestly a much healthier response. Just my 2 cents.
Definitely though.
But, like, I mean, personally, like, I'm not a person that's really
emotive.
Yeah, like, I'm not ruled by my emotions. Like, I'm ruled by logic. So, like, for me, like, it's easy for me to be like, okay, like, if I do get overwhelmed at a moment, like, it's just like, take a step back, reassess, and then move forward, which, I don't know, like, at times it can be healthy, and then other times it's just like, you are uncaring and unfeeling, and, you know what I mean?
With
like,
me, it's the exact opposite.
Yeah, you're...
Because I am damn near tied to my emotions, but I am really good at hiding a lot of them, but damn near everything I do is off of impulse. Which you probably tell.
Yes.
But it's
I mean, like, just in this conversation, like, you jumped in and you really didn't know because I saw you, like,
you
was
and we all looking at you. Right. That's what's so funny. Because I'm looking at Camille, I'm like, damn, should we jump in?
Right.
Like,
just let me work. Just let me work.
That's what we did.
Yeah, right. And it worked out, though.
I was quiet for like 5 straight minutes just listening to what everybody says. And so, yeah, I mean, it's...
Which makes sense. But that was a good conversation.
Yeah, it's a great article. If y'all haven't seen it, check it out. I know I posted on my Twitter account, so check that one out. Can't tell people about Odell.
So Odell asked LeBron asked to stay. Wait,
well, he asked LeBron, bro. Odell. What you talking about, Odell?
All right. Odell said he asked LeBron to stay in his Akron mansion, and LeBron said that the house was too big for Odell.
Damn.
So what exactly does that mean? Like, if somebody say my house too big for you, like, how would you even take that?
I would be like,
hey,
you call me bro. I don't know.
Yeah, like,
what does that mean?
You know what? R.I.P. to Nipsey. He should have smacked that motherfucker, bro. How you gonna disrespect me and tell me that the house is too big for me? That's disrespectful. No, that's disrespectful. Like, how you gonna tell me what's too much for me? Honestly,
that's disrespectful for bringing that up. In this
how? He smacked the shit out of a boy. Hey, I fucked with him.
Again, this is your brain jumping ahead like 5 different steps.
Yeah, I took it as disrespect. You can't ring me for how I feel. Then we just had this conversation. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Well, how you gonna tell me how I'm supposed to feel, and now I'm supposed to be all emotionless and shit?
My bad.
And smile and look at y'all the rest of this damn podcast.
Smile in your face.
Just know, I just added Tim to my top 5.
Hey, fuck him. Anywho, I still would have smacked him, motherfucker, because that was disrespectful. You can't tell me that the house is too big for me. How you know I ain't gonna be having moving?
House.
Right.
How you know I ain't gonna be having some other people come in?
It's his house.
Maybe that's the point. He's saying, like, you're one person, and I don't want one person in my 10-room mansion
that I have a family in.
Right. All you gonna do is have Scoochie.
Right. You don't have, because you're gonna fill that house up with people partying and people stealing shit.
And it's too big.
and people damaging my property. Like, no, yeah.
I
like, go get you a penthouse downtown and call it a day.
No. Like everybody else do.
I want your mansion. I want your mansion, though.
Like, basically, that was a way of saying, like,
I want your mansion.
That was a nice way of saying, like, I don't want you in
I'm
my
straight,
place.
B. You cool and all,
Right.
but, I ain't fucking with you like that, B.
I'm glad you in my city. I hope you make my team better, but
Thank
you ain't
bro.
about to stay in my house.
Thank you, but fuck you.
Plus, I feel like Akron ain't that close to Cleveland. Like, that'd be a nice little hike.
What was it, like 2 hours?
I don't think it's that far. I think like 45 minutes.
I don't know Cleveland's geography, so excuse me if I was wrong.
Ohio's geography?
Did I say Cleveland?
You did say Cleveland.
Doesn't that count too?
Cleveland is a city.
I know.
Akron is a different city.
I know.
All right.
Hey, Ken, tell me the Celtics.
You know what? He did warn us before the show started.
I did say
yeah,
I don't
he
know
did,
where
though.
this is going to go.
He did a disclaimer and shit.
Y'all didn't get that disclaimer,
Yeah.
so sorry, but there
You
it is.
sitting right here. How you didn't get it? Nigga,
The people listening didn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was talking to our listeners.
Exactly. Here you go, jumping
I
jumping
know.
out the window.
Cleveland is 39 miles away from Akron.
39.
About 45 minutes.
Yeah, a good 45.
That ain't too far. Ken?
All right, so the Celtics gave a fan a 2-year ban for using the N-word during the incident with D Boogie, DeMarcus Cousins. Do you think banning fans for foul language is a route the league should take?
For foul language.
I mean, it's already in the.
It's when you go
Code
to
of
a
conduct.
game, on the screen it's like the NBA fan code of conduct says that you can't do this and don't throw
You
this.
can't call them
and
the
don't-
MF.
That's the question I have. Like,
What words can you say?
what is the line between trash talking and then like
Yeah,
I feel like I know, but
yeah.
for a
And some people,
conversational
like,
purposes.
yeah.
'Cause people
I think
don't
that
know.
was like somebody in Congress said, like, in regards to like pornography, like, you know it when you see it. Like, in this case, like, you know what
When
the
you-
line is.
yeah.
And if there's some gray area, like, maybe you can mediate it. But like, I think calling DeMarcus Cousins a nigger is
Yeah, that's
beyond the
trash.
pale.
Yeah, exactly.
That one doesn't get bleached. It was the ER. I used it in context.
King will be sitting there trying to use it in context.
Exactly. Well, shit. Since we doing that, I got a few more I can
it
throw
was,
in. This
it was a
motherfucker.
direct quotation.
I'm quoting myself.
I'll be like that Boondocks episode. I said,
Yeah, we got to believe that one.
All right.
Both of them.
Both.
man.
Or
Fuck
the
that.
video of the white dude who was like, "Yeah, I say it, but I say it with the GAH."
That's what the problem is.
That's where I took it from.
That's funny. No.
I didn't know the Boondocks got it from that. I just thought it was two separate incidents.
All of the Boondocks was like real shit.
That's what made Boondocks so hilarious.
That's why it was funny. That's why I was like, I wish it was now because he got so much
No,
material.
I understand. I'm saying that one bit I didn't
Yeah.
realize was pulled. That's what I'm saying.
That was funny. Can a borrow a fry? You can
Really?
borrow
You
it
gonna
back.
keep going?
All right. All these N-words.
Tim?
Oh shit, my turn.
But
What we at?
finish?
What we
We
at?
I'm just
We done?
I'm queuing him up
Oh, okay.
because he gonna need some time.
Yeah, go ahead, read over that, B. But what, well, like we alluded to, what should the boundaries be between fan and player?
You can be respectful. Like,
I like to be a little nasty sometimes.
I bet
Like,
you
what's
do.
your name? Like, what would you
Whoa,
say?
personal.
Hey, shut up, B. Whoa.
The mayor, the hair on the back of the mayor's neck just
Like a goddamn cat.
Hey, his spidey senses. He finna kick through the door.
like Kool-Aid man.
What did you say?
Come here, strong as a bitch, man. No, we good.
The man. What would her nasty words being nasty towards the player?
Oh shit. Oh, that's funny.
I remember yelling before Tony Snell was on our team. I love Tony Snell now, but when he was on the Bulls and losing the playoffs,
You called him ugly.
oh, I called him all kinds of ugly.
He like a Halloween man.
I actually,
Let me get there, Tony Snell. Scare the shit out these kids. Fuck them kids. That's what his mask gonna say. Having nightmares and shit, bro.
I think I was yelling when he was trying to hold Giannis. I was like, he too ugly to hold you. Like,
Oh my god.
that's about as far as I'll go, though.
in a hoe.
Damn.
Oh shit.
He's an ugly individual.
Oh my god.
He's a good player.
I think that there's like healthy banter, and then there's like getting into disrespect, like anything racial, anything about somebody's family,
keep it up,
sexual orientation.
Yeah, yeah.
Like basically anything that would get you punched in the face, like on the street, like you shouldn't be yelling at somebody at a game.
Ever been in a fist fight?
Because if they come in the stands, though, you did what?
At this age, only thing I yell out now is stuff like "he can't hold you."
Yeah, like if you are attacking their basketball game, like I think that's completely fair.
Fair.
That's it.
That's what
I mean.
I'm not eating it.
You ruffling the bag. Did you just spit? Never mind.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did that disgusting thing. MLB stuff.
There's stuff in the bag, bro. He ain't even eat it. I'm just gonna open the bag and pour it out, bro. Like, just relax. Y'all thinking too much into it. It's all service. Anyways, MLB Players of the Week. NL. Christian Yelich from the Milwaukee Brewers was the NL Player of the Week. That motherfucker was on fire. He was batting 500, hit 4 home runs in 4 games. He is the 6th player in MLB history. The only other players to do that in their first 4 games were Trevor Story in 2016, Chris Davis, former Brewer, in 2013, Nelson Cruz, former Brewer, in 2011, Mark McGwire, 98, and Willie Mays in 71.
Say hey.
In the AL, it was Tim Beckham for the Mariners. He hit 435 with 3 home runs, and he's tied for the Major League lead with 10 hits and 8 runs as of yesterday. Game's going on today. I don't know what's going on today. And lastly, the Dodgers hit a opening day 8 home run record. I know. I was about to say home run record, then I just decided to throw 8 in there. But the Dodgers hit 8 home runs on opening day. That is a league record.
That's a lot of
That's a lot of fucking home runs. Like, whoever was pitching that day is sad.
Exactly.
First day?
Like, God damn.
This is what y'all do first day?
They don't got,
Man.
They don't got no confidence.
Fans at home like, what the fuck is this, bro?
Right. No, that's wild. The fans probably at home, like, excited, though. I would be excited. Or if it's the game, like, that's a fun game to go to. 8 home runs on my team did it. Let's do it.
As the home team. Well, as the Dodger fan, yeah, for sure. Also, amazing NBA performances. Devin Booker scored 59 points, 50 points, and 48 in consecutive games. They all were L's, though. So, what should the narrative be around Booker? Is he, a franchise player in a losing situation, or is he just a decent player on a bad team?
So, like, I heard somebody compare Devin Booker on the Suns to Kyrie Irving before LeBron came back to Cleveland. In which, like, he's not a team leader and his game isn't enough to drag a bad team to mediocre.
Right.
But I feel like if you make him a second star, like, to somebody that is that type of star, like, he'll be what puts you over the top to be a championship team.
Because I still feel like
sense,
Booker's a star.
Because I feel like his game, like, even his defensive deficiencies, like, I think it's more so a lack of effort, and I feel like he can turn that up in the playoffs. Like, kind of like how Kyrie, like, if he got isolated, like, he wasn't, like, an easy bucket.
Right.
So, and, like, I feel like his scoring and his ability to create his own shot, like, would be vital, like, in the 3rd and 4th round of the playoffs.
He's a fucking elite scorer, though. He gets buckets.
But I think that as long as he's the Suns' best player, like, they're not going anywhere. And but honestly, that's not all on him. Like, I think that they have a poor culture.
Poor roster.
Yeah, I feel like from the top down, like from the ownership down, like they just have poor culture, which needs a reset. Which I don't know, if that can happen under this current ownership, or if they just get like the right primary star. Like how Giannis kind of like sets the tone, like for his organization, or like a Tim Duncan like came in and reset everything in San Antonio. Like
they need that type of.
That's
a cornerstone.
Right. And like not every good player is that type of. Like I feel like if KD signed with them, like he wouldn't
be that.
Like he would get them to the playoffs just off of his own talent, but I don't think that he's enough to like change.
He's not a 1A.
He's definitely a 1A. I'm saying, like, he's not the one to come in and set the culture for, like, everybody. Like, everybody needs to come in, work hard, like, work early, like, throughout the summer, blah, blah, blah. Like, that type of stuff, like, has to, like, permeate everything.
Gotcha.
Which I feel like he's not going to do. Like, him singularly, like, is going to be enough to win you a couple extra games.
I like Booker's game. I really do. I like him as a player a lot. I think that if they, I don't know, I wouldn't say he's a decent player on a bad team. I think that.
So you're saying he ain't Michael Carter Williams?
No. I think that if he got a little bit better of a supporting cast, that the team as a whole would be cool. Like you said, he's not going to lead you to the wins, but he'll keep you in that motherfucker, though. He'll definitely keep you in those games. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they definitely need that super duper star. I just think that he needs somebody of his caliber, so to speak.
Or better. So what Eric said. No, because you were saying that they would need like you would think that the Suns need more like a cornerstone type of guy in order to turn their franchise around. And I'm saying that he just needs somebody of his caliber. So you think he can be the best player on a team and they can get far?
Like a 1A, 1B situation.
Yes.
But not a 1, 2, 3.
But he can't be that guy. No, I agree that he can't be that guy. He just needs somebody there with him. Not necessarily got to be better. Just somebody of his caliber to help him. Because he got the whole load pretty much. So if he gets just a little bit more help, it'd be a lot easier for everybody else, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
But I also feel like we see like these big ass scoring explosions, but like, what's he do on a consistent basis? Like, is he?
I think he was like 26 a game.
I know, but I'm saying, like, is he streaky or is he like he's like how Durant basically gets you between 25 and 32 points a game? Like, he doesn't really go too much higher than that. He doesn't go lower than that. Mm-hmm. But like some people can average a bunch of points, but that's because they'll get like 41 game and then 15 the next.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the answer. I don't watch Devin Booker enough. I couldn't even tell you.
I have no desire to watch Devin Booker that
much. New Cardinals head coach Cliff Kingsbury. He's going to give his players cell phone breaks during meetings.
Oh my God, this motherfucker here.
He was talking about how you can be in a meeting and you can see after like 20, 30 minutes, guys are, kind of itching to go to their phone. So give them the time to go to their phone.
Okay.
I mean, like, I think that college or something, not in the pros.
There have been studies that show like basically people need to check their phones every 20 minutes to like alleviate like
anxiety,
the urge to like check their phone. Yeah. So like if you can break up meetings into 20-minute segments, like that's the most to get people to pay attention during the time.
We live in a weird time where that's the case.
That's crazy. I'm trying to think how long.
It's a change in culture. I mean,
how long have y'all been without like using your phone?
I was off mine most of the day because I was doing something for work.
Yeah.
Wait, were you thinking about your phone when you were working?
Not for the most part. Every so often my wrist.
But can you just like sit at home
again? Like you have it on your wrist though. Like,
but I wasn't even like looking. Like I was fine, but it was just only thing I was thinking about was dang, we record today. Like if they're texting me, I need to kind of see what they're. That was the only thing that I was like, okay, I gotta. But I was fine. But it's like I've said before. I kind of wish sometimes I was this age, like a generation early, not a generation, like a decade early, like where I had house phones and you couldn't always reach me. We've had this conversation.
Mm-hmm. I always say with time travel, like I never want to go back.
It's not much good the further back you go.
Nope. And then if you if you go back and mess something up, don't that mess up?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, when people be like, "Oh man, I should have been around the '70s," like,
no,
nope.
I'm straight. I'm straight.
Right now sounds about good.
Look what we deal with now. They deal with way worse back then. Dude, I would have been. No, I ain't gonna say it. But that's real talk. I would have been in the tree somewhere. I would have been because no.
Because you're ignorant as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
So, some college coaching moves. Jerry Stackhouse is rumored to be the head coach at Vanderbilt.
Stack.
Fred Hoiberg. It got all caught in my mouth. Pause.
Oh, personal. Jesus Christ.
Once again, the mayor Spidey senses. Wait, what you say?
He was hired as the head coach at Nebraska. Buzz Williams doing what he does. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He's reporting leaving Virginia Tech for Texas A&M.
Losing his voice every game.
I'm still upset at Buzz Williams.
I'm amazed that he was bald by choice for all these years.
Yeah.
Like I looked at him during the VTech game. I'm like, he had hair. That was when I found out like Shaq and R. Kelly could grow hair. Like
Marquette was his big leap pad.
Yeah.
He's been none but top-notch D1 colleges ever since.
Marquette is the top one.
Yeah.
D1 college.
Like they have like one of the highest basketball budgets in the country.
No, I'm saying like he's been. It ain't been like he like downgraded or shit like that.
Well,
You get what I'm. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying,
Okay,
but it's
you.
wrong.
Let's just leave it at that.
But it's
you
wrong.
get what I'm saying.
But it's wrong.
Let's leave it at that. Y'all just can't let it live.
It's wrong.
It just gotta be, bro.
That is
It just gotta
definitely
be.
wrong. You ain't gonna poo-poo on my university.
I didn't poo-poo on it. What the hell?
Low-key, you did.
No, I didn't.
He used it as a springboard. He's been at nothing but top-notch D1 colleges since.
Yeah, because some motherfuckers go down to D2 schools, D3 schools. They get kicked out of schools. They don't go to other Marquettes.
It's not important. I'm not even want to have an argument about how you're wrong. It's not important. We can move on. We can move on.
That's it. Wow.
Kentucky gave UCLA permission to talk to head coach John Calipari.
You're something else.
And then Kentucky gave him a lifetime contract in response to that offer. It wasn't really that lucrative from UCLA. Calipari makes like $9 million a year at Kentucky, and I think the UCLA deal was like $48 million over 6 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So now he got a lifetime contract. So first question is, do y'all think that he ever really considered leaving Kentucky?
Hell no.
Nah.
Come on now.
No.
He got more sense than that.
Such a leverage play, huh?
Exactly. He knew he was.
He's trying to raise that bag.
Let me see what I can do.
He's just trying to add some more shit to his documentary. This is the biggest decision of my life.
The
A
decision.
lifetime deal? Or 6 years? Like the fuck? Come on, bro. You're a legend at Kentucky. Fuck out of here.
What the hell does a lifetime contract even?
What is
So
that?
apparently they extended his actual coaching contract, and then once he retires, he will become a lifetime ambassador for the university.
They go give him some royalties and shit.
So like, does he have like
He
no?
gonna
Does he have like
recruit.
no outs or something? Or like,
I have no idea of the
can he
details
not be
of it.
fired? Like,
Calipari could be the biggest booster legally in Kentucky history when he done.
I mean, to be fair, like in 10, 15 years, there won't be an NCAA anyway, so it really don't matter.
Oh, there you have it.
Christ.
Do y'all
Heard it
think
here first.
any coach should ever get a lifetime contract?
No.
That seems like a stupid
Coach
thing
K.
to
That's
do.
a yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
he probably don't.
functionally, he probably has one anyway. So,
Functionally, yeah.
Real talk, yeah.
Well, he's been there since how long he been there?
early 80s.
Since before I was born,
Early 80s, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dog.
same place.
Early
same program.
That is really hard to imagine
That's
being in the
crazy.
same place. That
But then been
damn
like
long.
that dude, too, for a minute.
For all that time. Well,
The same job. But I mean, you gotta love it.
That's what's
Maybe
up,
that's
though.
why it's hard to imagine.
what, loving your job?
Yeah.
I'll do it for free if I had to.
Some NBA transactions. So the Wizards fired their GM.
Finally.
No more Ernie.
They let him make moves before he fired him, though.
Yeah.
I was thinking that. I was like, you fired him after the moves?
Maybe
Well, no,
that was their
the biggest
last-
moves are coming up, which is can you find somebody to take John Wall, and can you convince Brad Beal to stay? And or can you, like, will he even want the Supermax?
You gotta let go of Jabari. That was a good pickup.
What?
Wait.
He's going to be a free agent after this.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
what I'm
player
saying.
option,
Like, you
yeah.
get the
It's
team
a
option,
team
so
option.
you
Team
get rid of
option,
that
yeah.
$20 million.
Yeah,
So that was a good pickup for them.
Yeah.
I mean, that
They were
was
sending out.
basically
They were trying to shed all them contracts, and well, he was the GM there for 16 years.
Jesus.
never won 50 games.
16 years?
Never won 50 games. 8 playoff trips. 16 years. He had a 564 wins, 724 losses.
You committed the same fraud twice.
How did he keep his job that long?
This
dude?
motherfucker. You did the same thing
It's
twice.
the right asses.
That's crazy, dog. Didn't produce shit.
Nothing.
Like, what was the whole purpose of, like...
I got Jordan to play
Like
for
he
us.
made, like my baby,
They also never made it past the second round of the playoffs.
no
Under his
Washington
tenure.
no Washington team has made it to a conference championship. Oh no, the Capitals just won.
Yeah.
So before that, no Washington team had made a conference championship since I think like the early 90s.
That shit.
And when I saw they didn't make it
Sucks
past
to
the
be
second
Washington
round,
fan.
like, I mean, I get LeBron is in the East, most of that time, but it's still like,
I never
never?
made it
Yeah,
past
never
the
done.
first round.
and I'm not, don't you come at me talking about the Bucks ain't being no, shut up, I'm not talking, we're not
I
talking
mean,
about that.
they've made one conference championship. In,
2001.
I know. I'm saying like before that, when was the last time? Like it's one time
I
within
think it was in the 80s.
since late, basically in my lifetime. So 30 years they made it once.
So we understand, but
And they
the
had
point
150 win season.
is when I think about the fact that y'all haven't been past the second round, but y'all had John Wall, you need Bradley Beal. And then before that, you had the Agent Zero year. Like you had,
and it was
Antoine Jameson.
Butler,
They had
like-
the squad. They had squad.
Jameson used to ball, dog.
yeah.
That's why Jameson was nice.
Agent Zero, dog. Dude,
What do you
used to
think
get
about
I
Anto-
cannot wait to watch him in the big
Dog
league.
used to get buckets, bro.
What do you think about Antonio McDyess? No, I want to know. I want to know. I'm settling the argument.
What about him?
What kind of player was he? Was he a good player? Was he trash? Was he cold? Was he mediocre?
He was a
what kind of player was he?
serviceable.
Hold on.
He
Wait
was
a minute.
serviceable.
Before he got hurt, like he was a high flyer. He was a really good player. Like once he got hurt, like he kind of like became more ground bound, but he was still like a good role player.
Serviceable.
We were talking about and I think he said called Nick Game Antonio McDyess. And I was like, Antonio McDyess was cold at one point. It was like, nah, bro, it's Antonio. I'm like, no, Antonio McDyess was cold at one point.
It depends on the context in which you're using it, but
Cold.
yeah, like overall, I would say that's a compliment.
Like he was a good player. I remember him being a really good player, and I was like, okay, I thought that was a good compliment. They was trying to, nah, it wasn't meant to be a compliment.
I mean, whatever it was meant to be. Yeah.
I just had to make sure. 'Cause I was like, I remember Antonio McDyess being nice at some point.
Brooklyn Nets coach Kenny Atkinson and his staff. Whoa, his staff is completing a contract extension with the franchise. They deserve it. Good stuff, Brooklyn. Good stuff. Some NFL transactions. So for some reason, the Cowboys are going to extend Randy Gregory's contract through 2020, despite his latest indefinite suspension.
What?
Yeah. So when he was the 60th overall pick back in 2015, he has played in 28 of 64 possible games, mostly
he
due
can't
to
stop
being
doing
suspended.
bullshit.
Yeah. But he got a bag.
The weed.
Hey, man.
He got a bag though.
Yeah.
For more weed.
Hey, Loki. You're like, shit, thanks for the bag to get the bag.
Y'all looking out. Good looking.
Look at gold.
Jerry probably went over there and fired that shit up with him.
Probably.
They're
Complimentary
low-key.
gifts.
Exactly.
Stay out of any other trouble, my brother.
Right.
Punter Shane Lecter and wide receiver Jordy Nelson both retired from the NFL. Congrats on your careers, gentlemen. Mm-hmm. Tampa Bay head coach Bruce Arians. I forgot he was coaching in Tampa Bay. He hired 2 female coaches. I know I can't pronounce one of their names. One's the assistant DL coach, defensive lineman, Lori Locust, and assistant strength and conditioning coach,
Meryl.
I was going to call her Marvel. I know that's not it.
No,
I'm thinking
look like
about the
Meryl.
Avengers.
Meryl. Don't give me one.
Look like Meryl Jabadifa.
There we go.
That sounds right, so we're going to go with that.
Well, because that J there, I'm going to say Habadifa.
Sure. Doesn't matter. Keep going.
But when people were making a big deal about it, he said, quote, that's where it should be heading. 2 super qualified people for what we need. The fact that their gender is different, who gives a...
Shit.
They're good coaches.
Rat's ass. You sound like you say that, rat.
No,
Who
have
gives
you
a
ever
rat's
heard Bruce Arians?
Yeah, he be
talk?
cussing like a mug.
He ain't no
he a brother.
rats. No, he cuss like you cuss.
Well,
But like his entire staff is pretty diverse. Like both all of his coordinators are black. Like offense, defense, special teams. Like a lot of his associate head coach is black. Like he has 2 women. He hired a woman in Arizona. Like
That's what's up.
he's single handedly keeping the Rooney Rule alive, or at least the spirit of it.
It's trying.
That's what's
Cleveland traded defensive end Emmanuel Ugaba to Kansas City for safety Eric Murray. And Chicago.
He from Milwaukee, ain't he?
Murray? I think he is actually.
Somebody on the Chiefs.
Someone on the Chiefs is from here. And then Chicago traded running back Jordan Howard to Philly
That's
for a
surprising.
2020
Dog shit out of me.
6th round pick. Really? With the
Was
way
he good
Cohen
anymore?
is? Yeah, they really just play
still-
I
Cohen.
know, but they
They still had that 1-2 though.
Cohen's great with the change of pace. Cohen is great with the zip zap zoom. You know, let me get him out the backfield. Let me put him out wide and
They
shit
was
like that.
playing
Like
them 3 downs.
they were, but everywhere. He wasn't just coming out the backfield. He didn't want to get hit consistently straight out the backfield. They gave him a chance to get on the open field a lot. You take away Jordan, who was getting consistently pile up, going straight up the middle, going softening up that defense and
But
shit
Jordan
like
lost
that.
a step last year too though.
He still had the power though. He was still pushing the pile.
He's still on a rookie deal.
He was still smacking cats. Like
Yeah,
you
he
got to
had the
deal
power,
with
but
that.
he lost a step.
And so now you're tired. You're getting hit all game by Jordan Howard, and then you got this fast, spry motherfucker coming around. You got to chase him, and then you got to turn around and deal with Jordan again.
Yeah, that's
He's
what I said,
great
the
in that
The
situation.
1-2 punch was good.
Now
but
you got him. You like, okay, I know he's going to be all over the place because they're looking at the Kareem Hunt when he was over there at the Chiefs and shit like that. Like they're looking at guys like that now. I think that Cohen's too little to do that on a consistent basis.
He's 5'6", by the way.
Yeah, he's a little shit.
I think he's too little to consistently be like. Otherwise, guys like Darren Sproles would have got their shit off a long time ago.
Darren Sproles, yeah.
Like he's great in the position that he's in now. I think if you try to make him your every down back, it's gonna be a problem.
But we have a quarterback now too, so that helps.
And keep in mind, we haven't gotten to the NFL draft yet.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll find somebody.
That's fair too.
And y'all signed. I forget who y'all signed. Some running back. He's not like a great running back. I was trying to remember who
I
it
don't
was.
have to look at it.
But y'all signed someone
Yeah,
else.
because when y'all signed him, I was like, why y'all got Howard?
But that's why. Apparently, Howard knew like for a month he was about to be traded. Like he was already like, I'm just waiting for this to finally go through.
Yeah, but I hope Philly use him to the best of his abilities, though. He does great.
He can be really good in Philly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope he really does do good. Just lose against us. I don't give a fuck.
That's real. That's real. Actually, Ken, some MLB transactions.
Wow, shit. How about Tim not being ready? The Braves agreed to a $100 million agreement with outfielder Ronald, what we say?
Acuna
Jr.
Acuna Jr.
That includes 2 club options in 2027 and 28. Acuna, 21, becomes the youngest player in baseball history to sign a contract worth at least $100 million.
in his second season in the league.
Like, I feel like he left money on the table, though.
He was the rookie of the year.
Like, if he would have waited until, like, his late 20s, like, then he could have gotten, like, the bag that extends through.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing because this avoids all the arbitration, too.
But, I mean, like, that's also him taking security at this point. So, I mean, it's probably a win-win for both.
Yeah.
They're prying on the young mindset of job security, I guess. But he definitely could have got a bigger bag if he would have went to arbitration.
Could have got hurt, too, though.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, I'm not mad at him for getting what he could get.
Getting while the getting is good.
There you go. Get on the good foot.
That's some old
I mean, he'll
shit.
still be in MLB. He'll be in his prime when
He'll be like
he's a
29,
free agent
30.
again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, like, think about, like, somebody like Trout and Harper. Like, they're both, 24, 25?
Yep.
And they just signed through the next, 13 to 15 years. Like,
Job security. Guaranteed bag coming.
otherwise, money I ain't never gonna see.
Man.
I just need a check. One game.
Time to go to the radio.
Oh, shit. Okay. Hey.
So, if you're not familiar with this segment, it's a segment where we play a song from a
I respected it.
athlete because athletes love to do music. We have a radio station. Tim is our DJ, and we are now in our backstage production meeting. This week, fellas, we're gonna play some Tony Parker. The song is called "Premier Love."
Is it in English or in French?
I have no idea. I've not even listened to it yet.
It just sounds like it's going to be some garbage.
You think so?
Yes. He a cheater too, right?
Yes.
He is.
His own teammate.
Yeah.
Can't trust that guy, man.
Okay.
Scumbag Tony Parker.
Okay.
Y'all think? Wait, before we do it, y'all think it's gonna be good or not?
I'm expecting it to be trash. Yeah, it's definitely
I think he
gonna
gonna be on
trash.
some because he French. He gonna be on some, and it's called Premier Love, so he'll be on some
He gonna be on some Drake shit.
some '90s Frankie J type shit.
He looks like Frankie J in the
Frankie
picture.
J.
He rapped though.
Who?
Tony Parker.
Oh, he's a rapper.
Oh,
he
he's a
raps? Oh, I thought
Oh,
he
like
was
gonna
singing.
It's still gonna be a Frankie J
I thought he was
vibe,
singing
just because
too.
it's Tony Parker. I can see him being on some bullshit like
Wait,
that.
before this starts,
He gonna sound like
my
Tiny
understanding is that he's a rapper. Like, we get a rapper. Man.
It does say hip hop rap album.
On
here.
what? You don't remember Tiny Temper? That's what he gonna rap on.
So, I have no idea how the song starts.
This would be garbage.
I don't know how the song sounds. I don't know anything. So, do you want
Okay.
the song to play and you do the intro to it, or do you want to intro it and then
Duke,
the song play?
cue
Now,
the
I'll-
booze.
I'll start before the song.
Well, point to me when you ready.
Okay. Somebody want to give me like 3-second countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Bonjour, this is Pierre Escargot. This is DJ Escargot.
You are so racist.
WTECK Radio 69.9. What a 69 is fine. Mwah. This is a song
Kissing
by
the
Tony
tip.
Parker. It's called Premier Love. I said Premier Love. We're good to go, madame.
What is wrong with you, dude? That's gonna be some I Believe I Can Fly.
Rick Wells is that song.
You ain't gonna understand him.
Whatever he said,
He just said something in French, dog.
Mais qu'est-ce qu'on est devenu? T'es mon premier love.
What is it from?
Je crois qu'on évolue dans la vie.
I think it's like
Dans le fil.
it's 03 or
On s'est
07.
connus, on était gosses, c'était mon premier love.
Frankie J shit, dog. I told you.
La faute, on était rien sans l'autre.
He was so right.
On était deux, on pensait un.
Garbage, bro. First of all, the key's loud as a motherfucker. You can't even hear it. How the vocals?
He
Turn the vocals up.
whispering on the track.
Hey, his vocals low.
He had the loudest bitch in the back.
Who
Who produced this shit?
Hey, who in them keys like that, bro?
God damn. Hey, turn my vocals up.
He mixed the wrong part of the song. This shit's terrible, dog. Frankie J shit.
This part ain't that bad.
That dude can't even save your whole song. You saved me.
Wait, are you in English and the song is...
Oh, he's switching it up, B.
Like the chorus.
Les années passent, concentré dans
And then he comes back and
in French?
that's fine. A lot of people do that. They switch language.
le fil de nos vies.
You listen to reggaeton at all?
Jeune de la vie de nos amis, tu m'as
Reggaeton be
Like
crazy.
it's common.
Yeah, I'm sorry, this guy.
Quel qu'en soit le prix, t'étais mon premier amour.
Dude's feeling it.
Hey, they told the dude to turn the keys down in the back, though.
Yeah,
Hey, quit hitting them piano keys like that.
Les strass et les paillettes.
they mix this shit in the basement.
Hey, man, you're supposed to be playing that soft.
They did this they mixed it on the iPhone.
It's mixed bad.
Yeah, mixed horrible. Man.
Thoughts?
He sounded like this on the song.
It was garbage.
It wasn't very good, but you know,
It was garbage
he's
to
a
me.
professional athlete. You know, this isn't what he does.
Zit was poo-poo.
I enjoyed the chorus.
Zit got a
That's
baby.
about it.
I'm gonna talk like this for the rest of the show.
Please don't do that, sir.
Oh no, because then he gonna do
I
that.
shall talk like the rest of this show.
I say not hot.
Okay.
Okay,
Could you mention
so
that?
I wanted to have a discussion about the All NBA teams this season.
Mm-hmm.
You get 3 All NBA teams.
Yes, you do.
Each team is comprised of 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center.
That's correct.
So in total, you'd have 6 guards,
Yep.
6 forwards,
Uh huh.
and 3 centers.
There
Math
you
checks
are.
out.
Math checks out.
Who do y'all think should be All NBA this year? So amongst the 3 teams, so like you get 6 guards, 6 forwards,
Mm. So are we going like team 1, team 2, team 3?
just all together, just All NBA period.
Oh shit! Well,
God damn.
We should have went over this before the show.
Find
If you look, I definitely asked
on
y'all
the sheet.
in the
Oh,
text
it's
if
on
y'all
the
wanted to
sheet?
have an NBA conversation,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
I
for
hooked
sure.
y'all up and
I'm
put
re-
some
I'm-
names on the paper.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So let's do guards first. We get 6 guards.
Okay.
Who do y'all think are locks? Who cannot not make it?
Harden.
Steph, Harden, Westbrook, Lillard.
Wait.
Well,
We have to
It's
come
going
into
fast.
agreement. You going too quick.
Exactly. Quick on the draw.
Do we all agree on Steph Curry?
Yes.
Do we all agree on James Harden?
Yes.
Of course.
Do we all agree on Russell Westbrook?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's
I-
table him. I don't want to
he's
give him
not
an
a lock to me.
automatic.
He's not an
No,
automatic for
More
me.
than likely, but we'll
Let's come back.
Lillard, yeah.
Dame Dollar.
Yes.
Lock Ken.
I don't think lock.
What? Have you seen what Dame was doing?
I know.
Ballin'.
Well, I'm trying to see. I'm looking at the other people.
All right.
Okay, we'll come back. Kyrie.
Kyrie is not a lot.
You don't think?
Nah, just because
Because the way
Okay.
Boston
Even-
been so.
yeah, just because Boston.
We'll
did
come
it.
back.
It's the same reason why Jimmy Butler wasn't an all-star. Like you, at some point, you got to be a positive contribution to your team.
I think Kyrie's.
Kyrie
we'll
a
come back.
baller though.
Clay.
No.
Not a lot.
CP3.
You can cross him off.
Yeah, he been hurt too.
All
so.
right. Ben Simmons.
They canceled his ass. Ben Simmons.
Come back to it.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal.
Come back to it.
Kimba
Kemba
yes.
Walker?
I'm saying yes for Kimba.
Not a lot.
Not a lock though. Like guaranteed to make it.
I think he is this season.
So
If I had Kimba, I'd say Kimba over
we
Leonard.
agreed on 2 people.
You put DeRozan on here?
I just put another name. He's not gonna make it.
He's not. You put Mike Conley on here.
Oh, I'm missing one.
Honestly.
I got 5.
So we agreed on Steph and Harden. Who else y'all got?
We agreed on Lillard. Oh, no, we didn't.
But so we got 4
Out of the
spots
rest of
left.
these people, Leonard, yes.
So we got
Yeah,
Lillard.
Leonard.
I think Westbrook too.
Yeah,
Who's
I think
left?
Westbrook.
Westbrook,
I would probably
Kyrie, Clay.
I said
Westbrook and Kyrie probably, yeah.
You think Kyrie is?
I think he
Yeah.
is.
Over
Yeah.
Kimba?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think the last spot comes honestly between Kimba and Bradley Beal and Klay Thompson. So
And like I mentioned last week, if any of those 3 make All NBA,
Yeah.
Supermax eligible.
Oh, yeah.
So, listeners, once again, we said lock Steph, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Dame, Dalla, and Kyrie Irving. So now we talking about one more spot: Klay Thompson, Bradley Beal, Kemba Walker. Who you
I'm
got?
still going with Kimba.
You go
Yeah, I'm
Kemba.
going Kemba, too.
Kimba, like he started off hot, but he hasn't been like
Great.
on that level
Yeah.
since like December.
I know Washington isn't doing well, but I'm gonna give mine to Bradley Beal.
I think Bill has had the best individual season.
Yes, I think he had an All NBA caliber season.
Did you
Individually.
got tiebreaker?
I'm familiar. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I'm going Bill.
Who
There
did
you
you
have
say,
it.
Ken?
I said Kemba.
Yeah,
We go
me and him
Bill,
said
though.
Kimba.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why
Yeah,
tiebreaker.
so
Got
yeah,
you.
we're going to go Bill.
Forwards. LeBron, is he All NBA this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not a lot.
LeBron James.
We get 6 of those, right?
Yeah,
Yes, he is.
LeBron is a lock.
I'll come back to him.
Oh, Giannis.
Yes.
Lock
Yes.
that one up. KD.
Yes.
Yes.
Lock that one up. Kawhi.
Yes.
Yes.
Lock that one up. Anthony Davis.
No.
No.
Yeah, we gonna cross him right on out. Paul George.
Fuck
Yes.
him.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck him.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
No.
Under consideration.
No.
Blake Griffin.
Yes.
A lock?
Oh, I don't know if a lock. If we're going to say he a lock, then.
I would say
Because
because
LeBron definitely a lock, then. If we're going to say Blake
LeBron
Griffin.
missed
lock.
LeBron only played 55 games out of 82.
Yeah.
This is true.
Blake
he
has played
averaged
like,
27.
Yeah, but it's still what
and
he
we've
did
talked
when
about
he
how
played.
disappointing he's been all season.
Yeah.
We said
Basically, since he came back from
because of greatness.
In the context of greatness.
Exactly. That's why.
This is what we kept saying this because we was staying in the context
exactly.
of greatness.
One, two,
He's been great for so long.
4, 5.
You
You-
like
Basically, it comes down to LeBron or
You do know they're
Aldridge.
not going to let
It's
LeBron
gonna
not
be
make
LeBron.
this all
it's a
NBA
lot of
team.
people saying that they.
wait. Let's rewind for a second. He already said 5. He's saying that Blake is gonna make it. Would y'all agree? Because we got 4 as a group. We came to 4 locks: Giannis, KD, Kawhi, and Paul
I'll
George.
give you Blake.
Blake, yes,
Yes.
or no?
Over the other 2 selections, yes.
Okay. So then, as Eric said, the last spot comes between LeBron and LaMarcus Aldridge.
LeBron James.
Is he a better player? Yes, of course he is. Did he have a better season? Not necessarily.
Then I think he did Aldridge.
What LeMarcus do?
Again, I'm not saying I'm going for LaMarcus. I'm saying like it's actually a. There's
a
a
Yeah, it could be
discussion
a
right there.
it could be a conversation, an argument. I can see where you're coming from.
I don't know what LaMarcus doing this season.
He's having a
He had a good season,
year.
though.
He's having a typical
Like-
Marcus Aldridge
like-
season,
yeah.
which he's made All NBA for in the past.
So what's that, about 25 and 11? With like 3...
this season. He's averaging 21-9, 21 and 9.
It's kind of meh.
Also for a team that's making the playoffs.
Why you have to throw that in there?
Because it's relevant to how good his season was. Like, I'm still going to go LeBron, but I don't think it's the automatic.
He's probably
That's
gonna
what
be
I'm
third
getting
team.
LeBron
He's definitely
James.
going to
He's
be
gonna
third
be
team.
third
Because I don't
He's gonna
think
be a
he,
third
I
team
think he's a
selection.
lot.
LeBron James.
I think it's LeBron. Like as you said, Lamar.
Put some
I
respect
think
on
people
his
are
name.
just going to put. I think that's what's going to happen. People are
Yeah.
just going to respect LeBron
LeBron name.
James.
We damn near could have threw D Wade in there. Then we gonna do shit.
We know he ain't making it. So the forwards we got All NBA this season: LeBron, Giannis, KD, Kawhi, Paul George, and Blake Griffin.
Yes.
Blake Griffin's had a great season. He's looked great in Detroit.
oh, I see what LeBron did.
What's that?
What did he do?
He tanked Anthony Davis this season to guarantee his spot on All NBA.
Man, you don't get the fuck.
If we're going off of who played better when they played this year, I would take AD over LeBron.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
AD didn't
I
play
give
no
you
more. Yep. Centers, we get 3.
Fuck him too.
Embiid, is he a lock?
Yes.
Yes.
Karl Anthony Towns, is he a lock?
No.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
He's not.
No.
He's not a lot.
He's not a lock. Rudy Gobert, is he a lock?
No.
Nope. Is Clint Capella a lock?
Hell no.
What about Jokic?
Yes.
Jokic, yes.
I think that's going to be the
Definitely.
first team competition, Jokic or Embiid.
Yeah.
So now we got one more spot, gentlemen.
Cat.
Basically, offense versus defense.
You going to go with Carl or you going to go with Rudy?
Offense on a bad team,
And this
defense
is-
on a good team.
In this NBA, I'm going with Cat.
No, I'm gonna go Rudy.
I gotta go with Rudy. I gotta go with Rudy.
I'm going Rudy.
I gotta
I'm
go
going
with
Rudy
Rudy
too.
because
Rudy Poo.
first Utah had a way better season
Way better.
than Minnesota, and Rudy is
He a
key
force
point.
be.
Yeah, he's a key
Like
point
for
of
real,
it.
for real.
And he's
And
like
he
his
is
defense
so
is crazy.
dominantly defensively,
Yeah, like he a beast, bro.
and
he
he
a
gets his
force.
buckets
He's
because
like-
he just clean up. Boop boop.
Can't be getting his shit off though.
And I think this is his best scoring season. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
So we got Embiid, Gobert, and Jokic.
There you have it.
So I kind of stepped on it, obviously, by like our forward discussion. But is LeBron James still the best player in the world?
I didn't think so at the beginning of the season.
You thought it was Kevin Durant, right?
Well, that's the second part of my question. So, like, one, is LeBron still the best player in the world?
No.
I don't. So my problem with with answering this question is
In the context of greatness.
not even that.
Nah,
I don't like to doubt LeBron James
Right.
because LeBron James has showed us time and time again when you doubt him, he's going to come back and punch you in the mouth.
But as of this moment,
But as of this moment,
that's going to be a no.
am I the if I'm trying to think of it this way. If I'm a fan, what player am I most scared to see at this moment?
Giannis.
Giannis or James Harden.
or Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I'm
the
naming
three.
all
Or
shit
Steph.
or Steph.
Yeah.
So I'm naming four
Yeah.
people before I get to LeBron.
Yeah. You right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
So no, I don't think he's the best player in the
And-
world in this moment.
Yeah, because like he the thing that really swung it for me was when he said playoff mode was activated, and then they proceeded to go into the tank. And like, I don't even say that to be like facetious. Like, I actually like he made a point to say that from this point on, like, I'm trying my hardest, and it didn't mean shit.
Nope.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't use that whole like, oh, he turns it on in the playoffs, because he turned it on in the playoffs in the regular season this year. And he had that. It's like we were
card
talking
didn't
about earlier, where like, you know, when you turn 30,
Yeah.
you know, certain stuff don't. Your body don't respond the same way that it did
I don't
when
know.
you were young.
It's just such a disappointment, dude. It's just like
What's disappointing?
being a Laker fan. Like, it was so much excitement and so much, oh, we finally got who we needed. Or who we felt like we needed. And then look where we are.
Yeah, too busy chasing
And-
superstars.
And I do want to say, like, I'm not throwing the dirt like in the grave on him being the best player ever
Again.
again. Like, I think that he can easily come back next year, recharge.
Yeah.
has
That was
more
my
help.
that was my problem
Yeah.
answering the question because it felt like if I say that he's not the greatest player in the world right now, like someone's gonna take that sound clip and then play it.
Yeah.
And again, in the context of right now, no.
Yeah. But I
And
feel
I'll
like
stand
this
on
is, of course, this is bad that the Lakers didn't get to the playoffs. But I'd rather next year have a fully healthy, like, rested LeBron for the entire season for us to do what we need to do.
Than him playing
He
with
been
him.
playing. No, he been in the finals every year, playing like he got miles on his body.
I
Like,
think they
for
said
real,
he's
for
played
real.
like 2 seasons worth of regular season basketball in playoff.
That's
games
crazy,
alone.
dude. That's ridiculous.
2 seasons.
Like, the rest, it's going to do him some good for next season, and he gonna come back hungry.
He ain't gonna know how to act this summer.
Yeah, I think that where their problems start. I mean, like, they had a bunch of problems starting in the front office, but
Definitely.
they did a bad job of managing expectations this year. Because at this point, it seems like they kind of punted on this year, and like, once Paul George didn't come, they were just like, okay, well, we're rolling our money over to next year. But like, they didn't voice that in like, oh, we want, like, making the playoffs will be a good season, or you know, seeing growth from the young guys will be a good season. Like, they still like allowed those, oh, maybe the Lakers can challenge the Warriors takes to kind of
I mean,
be out there, and that like, that's your job as a general manager and as a coach, is to manage the expectations of your team, because the fans are going to latch on to, oh, we going to the championship now.
It all started when we got rid of Russell, though. It was like, it became like the snowball effect.
Yeah.
We got rid of Russell, then we got rid of Randall. Two of the young dudes that if we would have just
well, Russell's situation was coming because of the whole Nick Young thing.
yeah.
And actually,
But-
like, you're right, but not for that reason. Like, they lost Russell and then they lost Randall. Both of them are rep by the same agent, who's also the agent for Paul George. So you burn that bridge with that agent.
Oh,
So then when
okay.
Paul
Damn.
George becomes a free agent,
Wow.
Damn.
Didn't even know
Wow.
It's
so that's
deeper than that.
again, that's why I say, like, everything starts at the front office, because you, as a front office member, like, you need to be able to know, like, okay, this is a relationship that's really important, which
Yeah.
apparently they understood, because they signed KCP to getting good with Clutch.
Right.
Damn, so it's deeper than rap, B.
Yep. So the second part of my question was, if LeBron James is no longer the best player in the world, who is?
It's one of the 4 we just named.
Giannis,
I agree.
KD.
To be
Giannis,
honest, I
Harden,
couldn't
Steph,
tell
or
you the
KD.
difference between the 4. Honestly,
You said what?
like if you asked me to differentiate between the 4, who is number 1 of those 4, I couldn't tell you.
I can tell you who it's not. And I'm a hater. It's not James Harden.
I really don't think so. He's the best scorer, but I don't
Of
think
the
overall
4,
basketball
of the 4,
player. No,
James Harden's 4 for me.
yeah, definitely
But
scorer.
I also
though.
think he's going to win MVP this season.
He definitely is. He is. Unfortunately for you,
I kind of feel like Steph doesn't get talked about enough anymore.
But he's still silently doing the same shit he
My
always
God,
do.
he's actually like putting up a career record of 3-pointers. Like
he get buckets.
it's just that he missed some games.
Yeah.
He get buckets.
Like, it's weird. Like, I know that they talk about it in the media where it's like people split the vote, but like I totally get it with KD and Steph because like on like the argument against KD is, well, he's not the most important player to his team because when Steph goes out, like everything that they do falls apart, relatively speaking.
Right.
But then also like with Steph, like the argument against him is he's not the most talented player on his team
Because he got KD.
because he has KD,
KD,
who's like as an individual basketball talent, like it's probably better. Because he can do more things, that he can score and
Taller,
shoot on the same level that Steph does.
Yeah.
to a certain degree.
On the same level. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not saying he's a better shooter. I'm just
Got
saying,
you,
like,
got you.
they're
They're
both.
2
He
elite
get bu-
shooters.
yeah.
I
He
got
could
you.
do what Steph do, just bigger.
Yeah. But then also, like, Giannis has, like, a major flaw in his game, which doesn't really hurt him that much, but it's also, you know, getting back to who can do the most things.
And then Giannis is everybody knows he can't shoot, but he's
And he's
still
still
unstoppable.
dunking.
He could do everything.
Like that's the
but
craziest part about it. Like y'all know this man can't shoot,
He could do
but
everything.
he still go to the bucket. Like
Which actually he can
effortless.
shoot now. Like,
Right.
at least
And
in
his-
wide open shots.
I think he's been shooting like 33%, somewhere around there. 30%.
his release is long though. Like
He's long.
Like when he gather, I'm like, God damn.
And, like, he has to take, like, a rhythm dribble or two.
Into it, yeah.
Like, to get, like, he can't just, like, catch and shoot. He
He's
definitely can't do it, like, off the dribble.
He
I
could
don't
do
know.
But
everything
anyway,
else.
like, yeah. So for right now, I think I would go KD just because I feel like
He
he's the
do
most
everything.
talented. But it'll basically come down to what happens in the playoffs.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll with
KD will
Giannis.
be a Laker next year,
Giannis scared. Like, if I wasn't a Bucks fan, I would be scared of Giannis.
Yeah.
especially
'Cause he-
angry Giannis.
He's gonna block. He's gonna defend. He's gonna
Pass,
rebound,
he's gonna
pass,
dunk,
dunk. If he hit a 3 on you, it's
He don't
over.
take plays off.
He does not.
Like, he never
plays
take
off.
plays off. So it's just like
He terrorizing you the whole fucking game.
Like, people always say, like,
good.
a man amongst boys. Like, he makes
He's
NBA
beast.
players look like little boy. Like,
He
just
literally
looking at
dunks
how
on
big
entire
he,
teams.
Right. Like, looking at how big he is just in comparison to everybody else on the court. Like, even tall players, like, he just looks bigger than
And he's just manhandling.
And
him.
he's strong.
Yeah. He's number 1.
And I wonder if I was a Bucks fan, like, if it would be easier for me to say, like,
I wondered the same thing.
It
Like, I
would.
because
don't-
it's like I'm trying to tamp down, like separate
Your
out like,
fandom.
my fandom versus like being objective.
And I'm trying. I try to be as unbiased as I can in these
And, like,
opinions.
But Giannis is really good.
He could do everything but shoot.
I know you said he was your fourth, but like with James Harden, it's like he's breaking the game, like not quite to the extent that
Steph did.
but
Jesus
like what
Christ.
he's doing right now is pretty much
Ridiculous.
unstoppable. Like
I
offensively.
think the reason why I put him fourth was the way I watched the Bucks play defense on him. I was like, that makes so much sense why you play defense that way on James Harden.
But I also think that it only works for the Bucks.
That's what I'm saying. But like, if there's a team that's a kryptonite, like who can stop KD? What team? No one.
yeah.
Who can stop Giannis? You
Warriors,
can try.
the Warriors can stop KD.
You can try. I guess people were saying Miami, but then he went on ahead and just did whatever he wanted against Miami. So it's like, who can stop
manhandling
Giannis?
him.
Who can stop Steph?
He go get his.
He's gonna get it, like,
regardless. Yeah, he
And
go get
to see
buckets.
the way they completely were able to take James Harden out, and people gonna be like, the first game he had 42 points, but it was a very inefficient. That sounds crazy. It was an inefficient 42, and then watching the second
when I said
game.
that about Kobe 60, y'all like
Chill out, bro.
Jump down my throat.
About Kobe, bro.
Yeah, but that was the point. That it was inefficient. That was the perfect game for Kobe to go out. That was the perfect game. That's the point. Yeah, but
I'm just
yeah, but
now y'all recognize
that's why
that
I put James fourth, because it's like I've seen Eric Bledsoe's a dog. Shout out to Eric Bledsoe. Like when Eric Bledsoe wants to play basketball, he is a really good point guard.
first team all defense.
Honestly,
should.
honestly,
Like I can't
When
think of
he-
a better defensive guard.
when he sat on Fox In Sacramento, last possession. Fox going for that game winner. Bledsoe said no. Beautiful basketball.
Say beautiful, D.
Oh.
I did at first because the defense was beautiful.
Again, Mayor Spidey sense.
Why, thank you. That's what he said. You should have.
You want to do the All-Americans?
That's on you.
Okay. Yeah, so the NCAA men's All-American teams were announced. First team is Zion Williamson and R.J. Barrett from Duke, Grant Williams from Tennessee, Ja Morant from Murray State, and Cassius Winston from Michigan State. Second team was Rui Hachimura from Gonzaga, Jared Culver of Texas Tech, Marcus Howard Marquette,
Whoop whoop.
Ethan Happ from Wisconsin. So we got two
Boo.
Wisconsin.
No, Ethan be hooping.
We got two Wisconsin collegiate athletes on the team, and then my favorite college basketball player this season. No, second favorite because it's Zion. But yeah, Carson Edwards.
He be hooping.
Is that the white boy that was shooting at them shots on Purdue?
White boy.
It was just light skin.
He got a fro. Like you think?
He light skin?
Well, he got locks. Yes, he's light skinned.
I thought so. Same dude.
You say white.
You said white though.
My bad, bro. But he be getting his shit out. Them motherfucker be shooting.
Yeah. But he cannot pass.
He be shooting. Knock it down.
I heard a comparison to Isaiah Thomas for him, which made a lot of sense. So then, third team was DeAndre Hunter of Virginia, Dedrick Lawson from Kansas, Brandon Clark of Gonzaga, PJ Washington, Kentucky, and Kyle Guy of Virginia also. Kyle Guy looks exactly how you would think a Virginia star athlete would look. I'm just leaving it at that.
I gotta see him.
Tim?
Like, just think about the Charlottesville march.
I'm about to look
with
him
the
up.
tiki torches.
Okay. One of those guys.
All right.
Like, I'm not calling him that. I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
He look
like it.
look like
Fits the bill.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of tiki torches, the Clan League, they
finally
are
got one.
suspended.
Look at
Wait, what's our, like, it's not a joke, but like, what's our little sound effect for that?
We don't.
Put that
I
right
don't
here.
even know.
I thought he got like a +1 or
We didn't have a sound.
Like a
We just
power
said
up.
Because he
What's
always
the
get
what's the
negatives
one up
and shit.
thing? What's the one up thing?
Yeah.
Was the Sonic one? Yeah.
The ring.
You got a
There
ring,
you
bro.
go. There you go.
Yeah. Anyways, the Clan League, they are suspending operations immediately. I was going to make them my blow the whistle, but I decided not to. But I just give them a quick rundown of the dumb shit. So, the Alliance of American Football, that's why we call it the Clan League, because aka the Clan League, started February 9th, 2019 to April 2nd, 2019, and they're suspended indefinitely from there. Yes, I got the dates straight off of their shit. Google it.
You said 2009.
Yeah.
I heard the way he said it. Yeah, he said it weird.
2019.
Yeah, my bad. Anyways, so, as with all things that are too good to be true, things have to come to an end and reality has to hit you. So the AAF decided that they wanted to start this league. Here's the reason why I did my blow the whistle. Okay. So they decided to put all this money and invest this money into this league. One of the owners or the co-founders of this league, dad, was part of the XFL. So you should have learned the mistakes of your damn daddy. You didn't. So you decided to go out and get your monies and your friends and shit like that. Former NFL player. Oh no, Bill Polian. What's Bill Polian? Polian was an NFL player, right?
Executive.
Yeah, anyways. Grabbed your NFL buddies and shit like that. Decided to go ahead and start your own league. And your plan the entire time was to coerce the NFL into making you a filler league for their system. So you started the entire league and wasted all this money, all this time to try to force the NFL to do some shit they never wanted to do in the first place. They had the NFL Europe shit. That shit was trash. They used college football as their filler system. You thought that you were going to start a company and ask the NFL to give you their best asset, their most valuable, these young 21, 22, 23-year-olds fresh out of college on these lowball deals, to let you groom them and give them back when they older men who have kept taking hits to the head and shots to the body. Your whole plan was to get grown men out of that league or get an NFL back some busted up players. Did you really think that was going to work? Wow. You almost my blow the whistle, but fuck, that was dumb. damn, you deserve to fold for the dumbest business decision to try to force an entity like the NFL to do what you wanted them to do. So, I hate that people not getting paid because there was a lot of guys that signed non-guaranteed contracts. That fucking sucks. It really does. And I really hope that they find some work. But fuck the Clan League.
Hey, let's move on then.
Tim was in his bag.
Wasn't he? He had his eyes closed. He was filming.
He's making love to the mic.
Also, real quick, Vince sold more than $270 million worth of WWE stock to further fund the XFL.
Alrighty.
Vince sabotaged that shit.
But like you said, like, are you learning from
Your
the
mistakes.
mistakes of others and yourself?
Probably not.
Like, I feel like sinking more money into this isn't a good idea. But
Nope.
yeah, it's his money. I don't care.
Some injury news. LA Lakers guard Josh Hart knee. He's going to be out 12 weeks. Chicago forward Lauri Markkanen, he has an accelerated heartbeat and is experiencing some fatigue, so he's going to be out for the rest of the season.
Damn, that's fucked up.
MLB, Milwaukee pitcher Corey Knebel. He had to get some Tommy John surgery, so he's going to miss the entire 2019 season.
I wonder if he had Tommy John on the speed dial.
I don't get it.
Tim said that a couple weeks ago.
Moving
Moving on.
on.
Yeah.
Want. He give him a
You
bell.
said it.
Give it to him.
You said
Give it to him. Give it to him. You know it. You know it. You know it.
He excited about
Bing!
this.
Give him that motherfucker. Go ahead. You know he deserved it.
No, I kind of remember what he's talking about, but I can't remember the actual. It was a couple weeks ago. You were talking about Tommy John surgery, and you were saying like the Tommy John. Like, I know I said the name of it, and I made a Rick James joke. Like, I would never put my feet on Rick James' couch.
Do he get a bing or no?
No.
What the fuck is this? You know what? Okay. Okay, you motherfuckers. Okay, I got you. Okay, Jay. Okay. 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 Got something on all you motherfuckers. Okay.
Gonna be playing basketball.
All right, so we're gonna have application link for a new co-host next week.
All
Don't
right.
ask Ken to read it.
Oh.
Hey,
Hey,
I read that shit this week, nigga.
hey, +2. That was a good joke.
I didn't fuck up this week, so
You
it wasn't a
didn't,
good
but
joke.
it was.
But you fuck up every other week.
No,
It's
I
okay.
didn't fuck up this week. You gotta do when I fuck up, B.
Hey, fair enough. I'll
There
give you
you
that.
go.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Y'all weird. So Toronto was here, but he was NXT champion. Well, he was NXT champion. He had to relinquish his title. He will reportedly be wrestling on borrowed time when he returns. From neck surgery. So he had this same fusion surgery that ultimately ended the careers of Stone Cold, Edge, and Lita.
Shit.
God.
And he's still
And that sucks.
they
was
clearing him
cold.
to still wrestle.
Well, they're saying after his surgery, he still won't like the bulk
It's
of
fine for a couple of years, but you can only take so much damage
afterwards. Like then it's done.
Is it worth
Dang,
it though?
dog.
That's trash. How old is he?
He's cold too. I don't know.
Or, like
He
33
young?
ish.
30s.
He from here.
Yep.
He from Milwaukee? Mm-hmm. I ain't
That's
even
where
know
he
that.
at least his character is built from a
He's
while.
held from.
Oh, okay. I ain't even know that.
Yep.
Damn. That's almost.
I wish the best for him though, going forward.
Yeah.
So Golden State suspended for Jordan Bell 1 game for conduct detrimental to the team after he was caught charging purchases to the hotel account of assistant head coach
Jesus
Mike Brown.
Did y'all hear the story?
Nah.
Do you know the background with it?
So,
I won't tell people what he actually charged, but like apparently the background of it is that a prank that the players play on each other is charging things to the other's rooms.
and it's like little stuff like
Little
a bag of
things.
Skittles or like laundry, iron, or like just stuff that you get in a hotel that you can
Right,
charge,
like the convenience
incidentals.
center, the
Yeah.
water, or some
Right.
shit.
But
And
he
they-
did
and they
something
laugh at it.
outrageous though.
But he did it to assistant coach, not one of the players, and the coach didn't think it was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And even like people on the team, like they're like, no, it's like a joke. Like other
Right.
players, like we were, he didn't. It was just
Like,
a
this is
joke.
what we do.
They still were like, no,
Oh, okay.
suspension.
Damn.
So like I don't care what, like allegedly it was like a candle or something.
A
something
$15
innocuous.
candle.
Yeah. But
So
as
you
far
got
as
suspended for $15.
before that came out, I'm like, it's a hotel. You charging something to somebody else's
He
room?
go 20. Take it. Hey, fuck. You
But y'all
finna
all
suspend me?
millionaires, bro.
Right, bro. You finna
Like
suspend
literally
me, bro?
all of y'all.
No, my bad.
Even your
dog.
coach.
Like if I was Jordan Bell, like I would have came in the locker room just like throwing 20s at
Every
Mike
day, just
Brown.
put 20 on his desk,
Here you
bro.
go. Here you go. Like on Fresh Prince, here.
You know, you want to be petty? Give him $1 in pennies a day.
So you,
No,
he
that's how you get
definitely
smacked
gonna.
I be
But
petty
no.
as a
That's how
bitch.
you get smacked with pennies.
right. But no, like when it first came out, I was like, dude was ordering porno.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, that's
So as
what
far
it
as
sounded
like what was something else that got ruined for us? Like when the truth came out.
The Clippers tunnel.
Oh yeah. Like as far as I'm concerned, like all this shit is still true. Like it's head canon for me. Like Jordan Bell was ordering porno. Chris Paul was trying to fight Blake Griffin in the locker room.
And this is Bible on Tech File.
Yeah. Damon Jones got hit with a can of soup.
a family size kid.
No, pot.
That's
pot
funny though. Soup, dog.
I still can't.
No,
believe
but
it.
like, so he saw that charge $15. And just like, who the fuck?
Pretty much.
I think
And then you
and
get
they even
suspended.
they actually did offer like we'll pay for it.
Yeah.
And they still were like, we're suspending you for it.
What?
Just
Like,
for being childish.
But apparently, like part of it was that he was afraid that like he had been getting charged like extra shit like all year.
Okay.
He thought it wasn't just a one-time
One-time
deal.
thing.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So that makes some sense. Something for y'all to keep y'all eye on. So Russell Wilson, the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, he's heading into the final year of his contract this year, but he wants a new deal with the team in place by April 15th. That is, what, 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm. They go pay. They got to pay him.
You
What
think
they
so?
gonna do without Russell?
Do you think he'll become the highest paid quarterback?
Yes,
You think
I
he'll
do.
get that Aaron Rodgers back?
I think he is. I think he is. What's Seattle gonna do without him? Who?
What credentials does Aaron Rodgers have that Russ does not, that he cannot demand that his agent couldn't argue for him?
Damn near the same.
You know what I mean? Like,
MVP.
Like real talk. He got
MVP.
MVP, Super Bowl.
Russell
Like-
Wilson ain't got MVPs.
I thought he won.
I don't think he has any MVP.
I thought he had
MVPs.
MVP.
No, and Aaron has 3 of them hoes.
Well, there you have it.
We can put it that way. I mean, MVPs. Yeah. Well, fuck him still,
Well,
but
he got Super Bowl though.
yeah.
So was there.
Yeah, Russell's is newer. That's my point. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, he's married to Sierra. Come on.
that's not part of
that
it.
got to do with me?
Come on. She has the goodies. Come on.
You saw the ride video, goddammit.
And the promise video.
He's ready to shoot that club. Boy.
Second question: do y'all think the deal gets done by the timeline that Russ has set?
Yes.
It will. Something to get
We'll
done
see.
by that time.
We'll see. I don't know.
I don't feel like this is gonna just go away. Like I feel like this might get drawn out.
Yeah, I don't think that
It's a 20-something-year-old franchise quarterback. Like, they're going to pay him.
Yeah, he gonna get paid.
Like, they're not going to let him go into the last year of his contract. Like, this ain't Kirk Cousins.
I don't think it'll be done by the 15th.
Kirk Cousins.
We gonna see. Dallas forward Kristaps Porzingis. He was accused of rape on February 7th, 2018. Also the same evening that he tore his ACL.
Jesus.
In an encounter with the neighbor. So here's what we know. Porzingis claims that the sex was consensual and that his accuser tried to extort him for $68,000 to keep quiet. She claims there's a contract that was signed between the two of them. His name is misspelt on that contract. And he is saying that that's not a real contract.
That's not his signature.
Yeah, he's saying it's not my signature, it's not a real contract.
They have forensic scientists.
Well, like, what was in the contract?
That he would pay her $68,000
Have,
to keep quiet.
oh, okay.
Yeah. She gave him the hush money contract.
Pretty much. It was like drawn up, like written out. And there are actually some conflicting reports on how much information the Knicks gave the Mavericks prior to trading Porzingis.
Yeah, so like the Knicks, the NBA Players Association, all 3 were aware of the situation like prior to
They coming out.
yeah. So like when Dallas and New York were negotiating, apparently, according to Dallas, like New York just said that somebody was trying to extort him for money. Like they didn't include the part that it was for rape, but New York says that they told him everything.
That's
So,
kind of shady. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something you should tell me.
right.
They just spring
And also,
like,
I mean,
what?
like especially of all teams, like it being the
Dallas,
Mavericks,
y'all
like
just
what
got
they went
over
through
that
last
scandal?
year.
yeah, exactly. So it's like,
Which
no,
probably
that's-
why his value kind of dropped in that deal, ish.
If everybody knew behind the scenes what he was
Yeah.
going through.
Oh yeah.
That's why they just
That's
threw him in. That's
possible.
why everybody was like, why the fuck would you just throw Porzingis in it? But yeah, then you getting rid of a
Get
headache.
rid of that shit.
They're like, I ain't fucking with that. Here, you can have him.
They got enough problems over there.
Yeah, they do.
That's possible.
Shit, the Knicks have a bad history with like sexual
That's,
assault.
Dolan was
too.
like, fuck it. No, no, he can go.
So, something to keep your eye out on as the story unfolds. U.S. basketball is considering Zion Williamson for the 2019 FIBA World Cup team.
And there is precedence. Like Anthony Davis was on the 2012 team before he played the NBA game. Christian Laettner, 92 Dream Team.
It happens.
Yeah.
You just got to be
They always
an
invite the,
extreme
like the top
talent.
college players.
It used to be a lot more common than it is now. Some baby news before we go into. We don't have any blow the whistles, right?
Nope.
Okay. Before we go into the tech top 5. So, apparently JoJo and Bray Wyatt are expecting a son in June.
She's so funny.
Congratulations.
Congrats to them.
He shot that up
Man.
ASAP.
immediately.
Immediately.
Is he even like legally divorced yet?
I don't think he is.
Bruh, I remember the last time I seen her on TV,
boy.
I was looking at Sam. I was like, oh, like, damn, my baby getting kind of big, ain't she? She was like, yeah, she did pick up a little weight.
That's why.
Dang, you called her your baby to your wife?
Listen, my household is wild. You know
My
that.
household's the same way.
You know my household wild as a bitch.
She's gorgeous.
Like, I'll see somebody, there go your girl on the screen.
Oh, where's she at?
She hates. She don't mind JoJo. She hates Nikki Bella.
She trash anyway.
I
yo.
bet-
Wait,
like-
I have a question
Nikki Bella trash.
for the lady in the room. How come whenever, like, so for example, say I'm like, oh, you remember that time I told you such and such? And you'd be like, nah, that was your other girlfriend.
Yeah, that's the other bitch.
That's something I don't subscribe to.
Wrong bitch.
Right.
I could.
Like, yo.
Because then you really be like,
Must be your other bitch. Like,
It might be.
So wait,
I'm an asshole, so I'm like, you right.
When you get
It
that,
was
you be
wrong,
sitting there
bitch.
looking, you be like,
My
what
bad.
you know?
My bad.
Hey, thin ice everywhere. You better chill out.
I'm playing.
You better chill out.
I am playing.
All
I am
right.
not on thin ice. I am actually perfectly fine. I am good. I have elevated. It's
For a change.
building cement.
Building cement.
I'm pouring concrete. Making a bridge.
Why'd
and
you
shit.
do your arms like that?
Because I was pouring my concrete and laying the bricks. I was laying the
His
bricks.
arms and shit.
Drop down and get your eagle on, man.
Hey,
Over there.
that was a hit too.
That's the motion you over
Hey,
there
that was a
doing.
hit, though.
I hated that song.
That was my
That was a
I
hit.
hated that song.
That was like the best song on that album.
Oh, what? That was my
The
shit.
Sweatsuit album?
I ain't gonna say it was
Bruh.
called so.
No,
that,
it was,
that was my
okay.
shit.
Just on Sweat, yes.
Yes.
But when they combine the two, no.
I was say because on
Drop
sweat.
down. That was my shit.
Because Sweat was not that great. Anyways, Philip Rivers and his wife also, they welcomed their 9th child into the world.
Shooting it up.
he gonna have a football team in a minute.
You already got a full basketball team, and you got the subs. You got the starting 5.
But by golly, he's working on it.
He got a baseball lineup now.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
He had to be in the NFL, play something because we got 9 kids,
A lot of
bro.
goddamn
He
kids.
had to do something, dog. 'cause
He the
if you-
only NFL quarterback that made $200 million in his career and is gonna wind up broke.
for real talk, because all the kids.
All them kids. All right, so that's topics this week.
Somebody got to get some tied over there.
Let's do No, they don't believe in that.
They Mormons.
No, they're just super Christian.
They just don't. Yeah, they don't believe in
Yeah.
it.
think Catholic.
They just
Bang!
shoot it up.
That's it.
can still pull out.
They out here being
I'm
prosperous.
bang!
It's a sin to pull out.
It's a sin.
Yeah.
Bang!
Yeah,
Spill the seed.
it's a
Oh yeah, you don't supposed
prosperous.
to. Oh,
Bang!
shit, man, I'm sorry. Lord, forgive me if I'm pulling out.
no.
Damn, I almost got real flagrant. I'm just chill.
Oh,
Cool. So let's go to the tech top
Let it
5
fly.
and get out of here before you get
Don't
all
encourage
wild.
me, kid. 5, 4,
3.
2.
1. Tech top 5.
Last week's tech top 5 was top 5 cookies.
I got it. Me and Ken tied. 7
that's what I thought.
votes apiece.
How many?
7.
I was in.
Still good.
Yeah.
I tied for
Good vote.
second, or I'm in second then, right?
7.
Yeah. You got 4, Tim got 3. And it doesn't look like he voted for himself.
I don't.
He doesn't ever vote for himself.
Well,
Let the people decide.
Let's see.
I don't get an extra 3 votes a week.
I didn't. She voted
Sam.
for Ashley voted for Camille this
She
week.
definitely did vote for me.
Don't care.
Hell no.
So, because this weekend is WrestleMania, if you're wondering why we didn't talk about WrestleMania, just keep your ears open. Subscribe to the Technical File Podcast.
Keep your nose wide.
Make sure you're subscribed.
They ain't gonna be smelling nothing. Smelling
You
what the
smell
rock
what
is
the rock
cooking.
is cooking, dog. See, I'm
Yeah,
just
smelling
saying,
that
dog.
shit.
So, since WrestleMania is this weekend and wrestling is sports entertainment, a lot of times they cross over. Like, for example, this WrestleMania, you got Braun Strowman fighting Saturday Night Live cast members.
For what reason?
Because entertainment
Yes.
and wrestling always crosses over.
And Braun Strowman is a gimmick at WrestleMania for some fucking reason.
So, this top 5 we're doing
Biggie,
today
wow.
is
My man's cut the shirt off,
Dog.
so his nipples is out.
Nipples is out. That's a shirt Timber wear.
That's
No,
funny,
dog, he
dog.
do it. He tripping.
This week
Look
we
at
are,
his titties out.
This week we're doing
That's
top
funny.
5 celebrities that we want a body slam or whatever wrestling move.
Sure,
like
all
to
of
do
mine
to
are chair shots, so y'all know.
So now we talking about wrestling moves. I could hit the swanton. I could hit the
You can do
sweet
whatever
music.
you want to the people in your top
God
5.
damn, even better. I give you some context.
Also, people, we are using fictional characters as well.
I wish I knew some fish.
Number 5.
I can't think of nothing.
I'm gonna kick the shit out of this motherfucker. Sweet chin music.
Who
that?
Who?
Who that?
Who?
Kanye West.
Oh.
There you
Judge.
go.
Number 4.
He ain't never done nothing to you.
This motherfucker could catch
He told me slavery was a choice.
a 3D. Yeah, oh, you forgot all that. We could 3D this motherfucker right here, though. Shout out to Ken. Paul Pierce, number 4.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Number 3, I give him Mr. Sacco. Because this motherfucker think imitation is great.
You pulling the
Fuck him, Stephen A. Smith.
I was
Choking the shit out of him.
I at first thought he was gonna body slam Mr. Sacco, and I'm like,
No. Use
That
Mr.
would've
Sacco. Stephen A. Smith got to get Mr. Sacco.
so you gonna put a
Shut the
sock
face.
from your dick in his mouth?
Shut the face.
Okay.
Eat a dick, motherfucker.
He gonna be like, give it to me.
People thought I was really playing. Stephen A.
He really said that
He
shit.
really said that. I'm trying to find it real quick.
He really
is this,
said
is
that
that why
shit.
you want a body? Is that
Yeah,
why?
That's
you
why
want
he got to get Mr. Sacco.
Fuck him. We know you listening too. Don't think it's sweet.
We saw them
seen.
Bristol-
saw
We
you.
seen them.
Here we go. If y'all have not heard,
we see y'all listening.
They just straight bit my shit.
We see y'all listening.
5 teams in the nation, I think got the best chance to win the national championship. Number 5, give it to me.
The fuck, bro? The fuck, bro? Really?
They out here biting, bro.
Really? They ain't even pretending. They ain't even trying to hide
Bro,
it,
they out here
sugarcoat it,
biting,
change it a
bro.
little bit. The fuck?
He finna go to church next week.
That
and shit.
motherfucker damn near didn't want to be number 1 right
if
now.
he go to church, guarantee my black ass taking a trip. And I'm like,
Hey,
now you finna
Hey,
get your
Bristol,
ass
you ain't
whooped.
got to listen no more. You
Now
gonna
you get
see
your ass
us.
whooped because you're disrespectful now. Now you getting your ass whooped.
Bristol will see us.
Exactly. They gonna see my whole black ass up there.
Number 2,
wow, that was only 3 on
this
your list.
motherfucker need a chair shot to the head.
Whoa.
I'm going with LeVar Ball.
Oh no, hey bro, I can't let you do my guy like that.
Can't.
Put him through a table.
Hey man, that ain't my daddy. They're my brothers though, but that ain't my daddy.
And number 1, I needed to choke slam his ass through hell from the top of the Hell in a Cell through a elimination chamber cage.
Ooh.
You can't even do that.
Drake.
Damn, what Drake do?
Fuck Drake. Tired of his
he
shit,
do?
bro. Motherfucker out here fucking with teams and shit. Go away. He fucked around and came to Man City, bro. Fuck
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Nah.
You
He got to go. And then he out here in locker rooms and shit. Hey, shout out. That's some dope shit. Shout out to the OVO shit. That shit old as a bitch. But fuck him.
All right.
Anywho.
That's Tim's list. So really quick, because your list did take forever, can you just really quickly say your 5 again?
Kanye. Fuck him. Paul Pierce. Fuck him.
Definitely.
Stephen A. Fuck him. LeVar Ball. Fuck him. And Drake. Fuck him.
So you
Fuck him.
had a decent list, so you put Drake on there.
Fuck him.
All right.
I don't know.
You'd be surprised how many people.
He might win.
Yeah, that's he might win. But no, mine definitely.
Like, I think Dub, you got Dub vote all top.
Fuck him.
Damn, fuck him.
No, none of us
No,
will,
dumb
because
it.
we all got Paul Pierce in it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of which, number 5.
Fuck him.
The False. Paul Pierce.
Yes, the false. Fuck him.
Hey, we know you listening too.
Exactly.
We
fuck
heard,
him.
we seen you with your little punk ass mixtape, and then we told you couldn't jump, and then you brought that punk ass mixtape out
Exactly.
again of the rim grazers off of 1.5.
All right, Tim. Let's
Now
finish his
Tim
list.
going to hijack my list and shit.
Right,
My
let him
bad.
finish his list.
Fuck him.
Number 4, I got the Pissy Pie Piper, R. Kelly.
Oh,
I did throw Robert on one day.
Yeah.
Bob.
I'll just toss him in the river like Stone Cold did the Rock and shit.
Damn.
That belt.
3, none of y'all watch Game of Thrones, but Joffrey Baratheon.
Hey, is that the little
Yeah.
Prince dude?
Damn,
What,
spoilers,
bro?
my guy.
That's the only episode I saw.
People watching, people listening to this
Hey,
might not
can
have
you
seen
bleep
it.
out the spoilers?
Oh, is he like a main character or something?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I don't know.
I don't know. What's
Honestly, that's literally the only episode I've ever seen.
I'm gonna forget this happened when I listen to it. So
Right. She,
That's
I
like-
didn't
that
know
happened
he
in
was
the
the
new
main
episode?
person. No.
But still.
This was years ago I seen this shit.
Oh, I thought it was like
Anyway.
something new. I was like, damn,
2, I got Floyd Mayweather's illiterate ass.
Floyd.
And number 1,
You let him talk about your brother like that?
Well, fuck you, bro.
Fuck me.
Eric look like
we doing
we got a kid that look like
I'm like,
turning on me.
I ain't Tim out here. Y'all can play like that.
Like, damn.
And one, I got the president because fuck him.
Oh well.
You might win this week. Too.
Whatever.
You might win this week. Everybody might win this week. So I had some struggles putting this list together because I was like, there's no one that I really want to harm. So I had to, the guys were like, how about fictional people? And then my list took off. So just indulge me here, okay? Number 5, because company policy has got to be Paul Pierce. Okay, that's just on principle.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4, the Everest College commercial guy. I was really tired of him talking about, get on with your life. What are you doing? Come to
Sitting on the
school.
couch.
Not doing nothing.
Rubbing your balls.
Stop talking.
Wait, sorry. Honorable mention Jerry Rice for having that coon ass Popeyes commercial.
Dude.
Yeah, he
Jerry
did that.
Weiss, bro.
And for the punk ass braids that
Dog,
started
why
at the
he
top of his
still
head.
got braids, bro? What's wrong with him, dog?
Number 3, I have Mystique from X-Men.
Why she changing the people? Why you want to shoot her?
Wait, which one? The
The
new one or
movie,
the old one?
the movie, the
Jennifer
X-Men
Lawrence one?
Or the one from the
was
original?
like the X1, X2, X3. Whoever
Oh,
played
the
her.
original.
Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah.
Did not like. She was annoying the entire time.
Did she even talk?
Yes, I was like, I don't remember even
Shape
talking
shifting
like
into
that.
other people, messing with stuff. I'm like, go somewhere. Stop being perfect. Like, move. I hate her. Number 3.
Mystique, that's random.
I'm gonna keep getting worked up as I go on because it's fake people. Number 2, Professor Umbridge from the Harry Potter series.
Oh, she had to go.
She is the worst.
She had to go.
I know Voldemort's the villain
fuck
here,
But she's the
but
worst.
She had to
Professor
go.
Umbridge gotta go.
She's probably the worst villain in that whole series.
Yes, she is terrible. She's just a bad person. And number 1,
That doesn't really exist.
right. That's how real this is to me. Number 1,
It's real to me, damn it.
I have Ginger from Casino.
Who that is?
Who Sharon? You never saw the movie Casino? Listen, Sharon Stone played this character named Ginger. She was the chick that Robert De Niro fell in love with throughout the movie. I can't believe y'all haven't seen
Spoiler free, please.
I don't remember.
Casino. You would remember this if you saw it because
Yeah, I probably listened to it.
he married her and she was in love with a pimp drug dealer. And she just kept playing my guy. She just kept playing my guy, Robert De Niro. And I could not stand her. I hated her. Number 1, Ginger from Casino. She got to go.
Damn.
She was super bogus.
Mine not
She
that-
ruined almost everything.
I don't have an angry list. Like Camille's list is angry. But number 5, Draymond Green. He just has a face I want to punch. I don't know.
Donkey.
Number 4, Robert Kelly. He'd catch shirt shot. Number 3, of course, fuck Paul Pierce.
Fuck Paul Pierce.
Number 2, Suge Knight.
I ain't messing with Suge Knight.
God,
So apparently this is a ramification-free
Uh-huh.
list.
Match. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cause,
Suge Knight.
well, I guess Suge in prison. You good.
Oh yeah. But number 1, it's a tie between.
Nah,
Nah.
We ain't in a tie. Ain't no tie,
Ain't
nothing.
no ties, bro.
Bump that 5 off.
All right, it's either gonna be Jussie Smollett or Tim.
Same.
Same. So we're gonna go Jussie Smollett.
Wow. Y'all did my boy. Wow.
And there you have it.
Wow.
For sure. For sure.
Yes, sir. Always with the jokes.
Good one.
I guess my jokes. So
You saved that one. You came all the
exactly.
way back. You
Okay,
was
well,
saving
I'll
that.
save it. That was like, here we go. I'm ready for this one, boy.
I hear you. I feel you.
See, the difference between me and you is you got a crowd and a team behind you. I'm on by myself. You got a whole supporting cast, my guy. You got a camera crew. You got the live production
Step your
staff.
game up there.
You got producers
Step your
and
game
shit.
up there.
You know what I'm doing?
Step your game
I'm by
up there.
myself in this motherfucker with my cape on, smiling and shit. Give it to me.
Step your game up there.
Cue the new drop.
Exactly.
Always.
Let that water melt, and I'm slashing that motherfucker with my thong on.
Come on.
My thong.
Put my thong on. Shit, fuck it. My cape and my thong on. We'll do it.
I absolutely love doing this show with you fellas.
Oh shit.
I absolutely love it. This is our true 100th time recording. So congrats Y'all to that?
Yeah, but it's not the.
Hey, we done some bonus content there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But we
That's
do got
what's up,
some
though.
big stuff coming for actual episode 100, so stay
Yeah.
tuned.
yep.
Keep
I need
your
some
ears open.
audience participation.
Definitely keep your ears open.
Yeah, we need some people to send in some stuff now.
For sure.
Come on, send in them clips. What's
Do
funny?
it.
Favorite moments?
Do it.
But yeah, that's the show this week. We hope y'all enjoyed it. Remember, tell a friend. Rate and review us on. You know what I want for 100? If you haven't rated us on iTunes yet, do that.
Give us 5 stars, please.
5 stars and give us a comment. And then send us, your favorite moments from the show. So yeah, that's the show this week. I'm Camille, point guard of the crew. Real life Tifa Lockhart. You can catch me
Wait a minute.
on Twitter, Instagram, and the Snappy chats at Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE.
Why?
You can't cut me off. I always do not forget what I'm supposed to say because
Your mom is fancy.
thank you. And I was on Snapchat this last week. How about that?
Oh, the snappiest.
How about
Of
that?
chats.
After I got called out for not being on Snapchat, I had to snap.
Snap back.
Snap your fingers.
Yeah, the
Do your
snap back.
step. You can do it all by yourself.
Wow.
That was
I almost
upsetting.
did double underscore. At Bucksburner on Twitter.
That's all you get.
Burner.
God damn right. Oh, the Lakers are down 15.
Oh, no one let's report that. Okay.
Pick one. Pick one. No matter. Any of them. Pick one.
Everyday underscore. Everyday underscore gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
On Instagram. K Harris 216. Twitter, Snapchat. The Everyday Gentleman.
There you go.
There you have it.
And it's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass. Catch him.
Ass clappers.
AKA Mr. Give it to me.
Give it to me.
Hey, what the fuck? Fuck dude, bro.
We know you listen.
He might have moved
We
his
know
ass
you
to
listen.
number 1. Celebrity deathmatch, bro.
Celebrity deathmatch.
Give it to me.
He might put the hands on you.
See y'all next week.
Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.